welcome to another episode. We're here today at Uluru. We're going to run you through all things Uluru, the do's and don'ts. So follow us along on this episode to see our experience here over the next 2 or 3 days. So we've just got to our rest stop called Newcastle Waters South. We've now only got just over 12 hours to go till we get to Uluru, so that's pretty good. But yeah, just got to camp just in time before the sun fully sets. There's literally no one here, so got the place to ourselves. Anyway, it's huge open space. The good thing as well is it's actually set back quite far from the road. A lot of these overnight stops are only sort of 50 to 100 metres set back off the edge of the road, whereas this one's not quite, actually a good couple of 100 metres I'd say, at least, if not more. We went to bed last night and pretty much as soon as the sun went down we were like, right, let's just get into bed. We'd already eaten our pies and whatnot, so we didn't need to really have any dinner. Anyway, we got up there, I kid you not, like as soon as the sun was almost down, we had like this swarm, or what felt like a swarm of, I can only describe them to be like small beetles, basically come and land all over the tent. All these beetles just came out of nowhere and landed all over the tent, sort of all over the side of the car. Pretty sort of disgusting looking things. Anyway, so as we got up this morning we thought, oh, they've all disappeared because they were no longer on the fly mesh of the tent. Sure enough, as I'm closing the tent down, like they're all grouped in like tightly grouped right by the gas struts on the tent. It's disgusting. So anyway, I just took the vacuum to them and obviously that worked pretty well. I don't know what they are, I'd just like to find out, so I'm going to try and show you one. That's what they are. Anyway, if you know what they are, drop a comment down below. I'd love to know, just out of curiosity. They're pretty gross looking things, so probably hundreds of them. Anyway, gonna get rid of these, get out of this area and get debugged.
Alright guys, sun's going down, but, oh, you can see my shadow. Oh, springs, yee! How exciting. Almost there, we've got about 4.5 hours to go, but we're going to stay the night just outside Alice Springs in a free camp. And yeah, then we'll be at Uluru, hopefully by tomorrow afternoon.
It was cold when we got to Alice Springs, and then we drove out an extra sort of 45 minutes and it was like even colder again. I thought, oh, it's cold, but we'll be alright. Anyway, how wrong were we? We got up into the rooftop tent and like 1 AM woke up and we were freezing cold. So it's incredible how much temperature surprisingly drops here.
And Matt doesn't get cold, and he was cold.
Yeah, like I really don't get cold very often. I was pretty borderline cold. We are now sat here in Kmart car park in Alice Springs again to buy an extra blanket for tonight, because we do not want to endure that again. Okay, well we just pulled over for a quick bite to eat. So we're about an hour and a half, I think, we are from getting to Uluru. So I thought we'd actually seen it already. There's a copycat version of, I don't know, I've put the name in here as to what it's called, but there's something that looks incredibly like what, if you haven't seen Uluru for the first time,
you're like, oh, it's a
you're
big
like,
rock.
It's Uluru. Anyway, it's definitely not. So
I looked it up this morning, so I knew it wasn't.
Do you know what it's called?
No, I can't remember, but I did look it up this morning.
So yeah, don't get mistaken for as that being Uluru. You're not there yet. So.
It is an hour and a half out of Uluru, so you hope that you wouldn't like it.
This looks pretty good, eh? It's only packet salad, but looks nice nonetheless. I hadn't really stopped to look at the front of the car. It's absolutely covered in bugs, like there's all sorts in there. I spy with my little eye something beginning with U.
So unfortunately can't go straight to Uluru because we need to just check into our campsite first. We're staying at the Ayers Rock campground just for one night, so we can have a bit of a shower, a bit of laundry, because we haven't done some in a while. But then straight after that, we're heading to Uluru for sunset. So there's a car park there that apparently you need to get there for like 2 hours before sunset if you want to get a good spot. That you can just watch the sun go down over Uluru. So that's the plan for tonight.
Yeah, sure is. Well, this is us 157.8. Just pulled up in our spot. Fairly good size, I've got to say. I was expecting much smaller. When looking at campsites for our stay in Uluru, we came across Ayers Rock Campground. Located just 25 kilometres from Uluru itself, it makes for a short 20-minute drive. There's something to be said about being able to camp on the doorstep for not only a World Heritage listed site, but one of the 7 wonders of Oceania.
How amazing is this? Can you actually believe it?
Oh, I can't.
Like, wow.
It's insane. It's actually insane.
So we've got the best park of the lot, I think. We came straight all the way down right to the end of the car park, got the first spot, and I definitely think it's the most uninterrupted views. A lot of them have like bushes and stuff where you can't see it so much.
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it?
It's just like mind-blowing.
Well, Jen's just making up some, what have we got? Some guacamole.
Yep.
Ready for some Mexican. In the front of that view. It's not bad, eh?
I think this is definitely the best view I've had for dinner. I mean, like, obviously every view has been amazing, but like, it's pretty cool.
This might just top it, I reckon. Yeah. Something pretty special, so.
Cheers.
Cheers. How good. Morning guys, so joining us from the base of Uluru. So we've decided we're going to do one of the walks this morning. Yeah, 4k return, so it says it'll take about an hour and a half, so not too bad. And we're not going to do the full 10k, we're going to save that for tomorrow and get some bikes and go and do it that way, so that should be pretty good. And it looks fantastic from below, like when you get up close it's just incredible the size of it. We barely left the car park and Jen got cold, so she went back to get her coat. Surprisingly cool here actually, I've got to say. Pretty chilly, so it's like, how warm would you say? It's like, what, 20 degrees maybe?
Maybe.
But there's a cool wind, so that's what's sort of giving it the edge.
You're making fun of me.
Anyway, you ready?
I'm cold-blooded, babe. I'm a reptile, basically.
Absolutely.
I need to sunbathe before I can even do anything.
Jen goes into hibernation in the winter. So. Alright, so as you're walking around the track, guys, there's sections at what they deem a sensitive site. So there's parts where they don't want any footage or anyone filming any content. Anyway, they're signposted around the track, so just make sure you follow those guidelines as you go around and stay out of trouble.
Yeah, you don't want to breaking any rules and making it worse for everyone else, you know?
Yeah.
Just keep it respectful.
The camera doesn't really quite capture how almost vertical the walls are. So we're on what is the western face of Uluru now. It is so steep. Looking at Jen's back there, you can see the flies on her.
Funny, they don't really want my face.
No. It's what you get. You either get wind or flies. So today we've got more wind than we do flies, which I think I'm actually thankful for. So.
5 minutes later.
So despite what I told you guys earlier about the flies not being too bad, I take that back. They're pretty bad, hey?
I think the sun's come out and they're like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the sun's come out a little bit or just like we're in this little section of the walk where they've, you know, just more prominent, but they're definitely out in force.
I'm not gonna make noise.
You just got to learn to become one with the flies. Just become a fly.
You have not learnt to become one with a fly, are you, Jason?
No, I definitely haven't. They
The only thing I hear
bug
is,
the hell out of me.
Flies.
Yeah. The crazy thing is I have a bloody fly net in my bag and I just won't pull it out. So I think sometimes you just get over having a fly net on and you just want to enjoy some of the experiences without like this mesh in front of your face.
Also, check out this wonderful rock.
Oh, this wonderful rock we just stumbled upon.
Yeah. No, but it looks amazing, right?
It is amazing.
Like birds and stuff probably live up there, you know?
One thing I will say is I think it's a bit of an interesting setup. So they've got all sorts of tours. You can rent a bike, you can go around on a Segway tour. Obviously you can just walk it. But the crazy part and all that is, this is how wide the track is. Like everyone is going
wide
down.
enough for one person. And
So
you've got like 4 bikes coming through with 2 people. Like,
yeah. So I don't know. I don't want to say don't hire like this, that, and the other because you do what you want. But what I would say is like if you're on a bike or a Segway, you're definitely going to just be swerving like more often than you think. So.
Also, I won't lie, the bikes that are here to rent don't look the best. Like, I think you'd have a bit of trouble with them.
Well, the one we saw at least there, they don't look like they've been serviced that well, but hey, we haven't rented one yet, so we don't know. Potentially what we've seen of our walk today might change whether we actually rent one tomorrow or not. Okay, so we've just got back. We completed the 4K return walk. Really, really nice walk actually. You get to see Uluru from heaps of different sort of angles and perspectives. See like all the different valleys and like formations within it. So it's really, really beautiful.
It's also one of the, I guess, most diverse short walk. It's also a very easy walk. It's all flat, like, you know, it's not hard, so
No.
it didn't take us too long.
A couple of tips then is obviously one, make sure you take some water because like although the outside temperature isn't that hot, like it's still like really dry and the wind and things like that. So
And you're still doing 4Ks even if it doesn't feel like it.
yeah, that's right. So, yeah, definitely bring some water with you, and I'd say start earlier because it's now in the middle of the day. We just got back and it feels warm out there. It certainly feels warmer than what the actual temperature reads.
The earlier you can get out there, the better. Hat and sunnies, water is probably just the way to go. Maybe a jacket if it's cold, depending on what month you come.
Yeah.
That you can just tie around your waist when you get hot. The park entry fee, I think it was 38 per person for an adult for 3 days. That's the pass we got. They also have an annual pass, and then like I think it's like a residence pass as well. But when we did buy it, but we went up to the lady anyway and just asked her about you know, if she had a pamphlet or anything like that, and she said that they actually, if you decide to stay longer, they can extend your pass for another 2 days
For free.
so for free. Exactly, so you don't need to go and buy an annual pass if you're not going to stay, I guess, longer than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're planning to stay like say 4 days or something, she can extend it for you at the gate, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely do that. We are considering doing maybe a helicopter ride.
Yeah, potentially we're going to look into it further today, just to you know what it is, what you do, how long it lasts for, sort of thing. Because the bikes are like $70 each to hire for. Is that for the day?
It's for 3 hours.
For 3 hours.
Yeah.
And although it is like definitely a quicker way of getting around to look at like Uluru, and you can complete the 10K loop around the whole perimeter of it, we also think like for the price of the helicopter tours, which as I say, we'll double check this, but
I'm pretty sure they're like about 150.
Yeah,
depending on what you do.
we thought it might be really nice to see Uluru from a different perspective again, and get an aerial view, because obviously walking around the base you don't get to see the top of it, and there's certain angles that obviously you won't be able to see, so it might be really nice to do.
Yeah, if you're gonna pay $70 for a bike,
You feel like
I feel like you may as well just pay the 150 and really get like the whole view of it.
Yeah.
And like we've both never been in a helicopter either,
No.
so it's just one of those things that we could also tick off our bucket list as well. So
yeah, And we're on our honeymoon, so we're sort of saying,
yeah, it's still one of
whatever.
those, like, why not, you know, do what we want and deal with it when we get back.
yeah, worry about it when we get home. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, we'll see how that plays out. But we're going to go check out the cultural centre now. So. Okay, so we went to the cultural centre, and you can't film or video anything there, which is fun. So anyway, we went in there. It's worth poking your head in. There's a bit of information there about the original owners of the land, and some of like their original techniques that they used to like forage, and you know, things that, well, certainly I didn't know. So yeah, definitely worth poking your head in there. Just outside of it, there's a small cafe, an art shop, and like a souvenir shop. So yeah, worth checking out. We got ourselves a sticker as well, just to whack on the whack inside the canopy. So we've got our uluru sticker.
Yeah, and then we've been to the town centre as well, because we just wanted to kind of have a look at what's in there. It said there was an IGA, so I was just curious to see what was going on. They've got some souvenir shops, they've got a cafe. They do have two kind of more like, I guess, more casual style restaurants as well, but unfortunately they're closed at the moment, so they've just got the one choice. But they also have like all their tour and I guess like rental car and like all that kind of stuff places in there as well. So basically if you need anything, you can just pop in there.
So ever since we left Catherine to head towards Uluru, and we stayed at that overnight camp that we showed you, which had like this beetle or bug infestation, whatever it is. Like, I kid you not, we've been finding more and more each day. I'm talking like hundreds. So we went and bought some bloody fast kill.
You're gonna die.
Like the Mortine.
That's the real deal, to
the
be
power
fair.
guard. This stuff eats them. So as you can see, we've got a few dead ones underneath here, right? But they're like, they love getting up in the nooks of the tent. We looked them up, and that basically, if it's what we think it is, they're like, in autumn, they love to hide in little crevices and hibernate and things like that. And this tent is covered in some perfect spots for them. So anyway, we'll keep at it. We're gonna get them all. Get them right up there. Tent is gonna be absolutely riddled with poisons.
We'll be sleeping with the windows down. But there's no other way to get rid of them. Like, we've tried to do all the stuff, and we just can't get them out.
The problem is the tent, I suppose the inside of the tent is connected to the hard shell via some sail tracks. Looks like a big job to try and take the tent out of its shell. Not one we really want to tackle when we're here. Okay, guys, so we're just on the way for sunset again. So we're going to the same car park that we went to last night. We'll just show you where that is, just so you can see what it looks like. It's pretty hard to miss, so mind you, it is signposted, so.
Which is on this side of the road.
Put it in here.
There's no coaches here, by the way, no buses in this one, it's only for cars.
We were right down the end of the car park last night.
Yeah, right down there. It is beautiful, but you just get a lot of tourists and stuff coming in, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's us for the night here.
Yeah. So we're now going to pop the rooftop tent because we've sprayed bloody bug poison everywhere. So we're going to air that out whilst we sit here for the next couple of hours and watch the sun go down.
We basically just use a premix, what is it, rice? We like the Ben's Mexican style rice for ours. Just half a packet for the both of us. And then we add in a small can of corn and a small can of black beans with a bit of Mexican topping, like spice mix. We make our own guac, so in our guac we do 1 avocado, half a lime juice, some cut up baby tomatoes, and some really chopped up fine red onion. I like coriander, Matt doesn't, so it's really up to you. I have to add mine in afterwards.
Tastes like food of the devil. It tastes like you're eating a bar of soap.
We also usually add in, you probably can't really see it very well, but a guac spice mix as well. This is the Aldi version, but we usually like the one that you can get in Coles. That, what's that brand?
Yeah.
El something?
El Paso, like that.
El Paso. They have their own one. It's more expensive, but we definitely like it better. But this is the one that we've got at the moment, so we're going to use that. That's literally our meal. And then we have white wraps and just heat them up in the pan, and then you're good to go. We decided to pop the tent.
Yeah, best idea ever.
How cool is that?
Yeah, if you've got a rooftop tent, I'd highly recommend this. It's pretty cool.
We are in a, I guess, more highly trafficked area than yesterday, so you do get a lot more people, but it's pretty cool.
Trying to not get people in the shot is pretty difficult, but I don't think it really gets much better than this. You get to lie down and watch the sun go down.
It's pretty awesome. I don't think you can beat it, to be honest. We've had 2 amazing sunsets so far.
Alright, good morning. It's bloody freezing, but we've got up for sunset. Sorry, sunrise. So it's like 6:40 AM roughly. Sunrise is for about 7, but as you can see behind us, it's already coming up. So it's come up earlier than we thought. Anyway,
I kind of thought that you could like view it from the car park.
yeah, we got to the sunrise car park thinking it was basically a similar setup to the sunset, where you know you just park your car and that's the go. But turns out it's not. There's actually a bit of a walk to a viewing platform. So
I've got my crazy pants on too. I didn't think I'd have to get out of the car.
we weren't dressed thinking that we'd have to, you know, look appropriate in any sort of way. But anyway, it's all good. Pretty cold, not gonna lie. He says with shorts on.
Unprepared. The thing he bought was this little lightweight jacket. Didn't bring any more pants, not even joggers. Nothing. This is the get up. That's the warmest clothes he's got. That's it.
See, that's the viewing platform up there.
You probably can't see
Oh,
them.
yeah, there's like hundreds of people.
There's literally hundreds of people and we're like, no. Back at the car, and we're gonna have a nice warm drink.
Yep, nice hot chockey, warms up.
Yeah. We moved to the sunset car park area just because it was so packed down at the sunrise one.
Smell of coffee in the morning. Cheers.
Hot chocolate and coffee.
Oh, much better now, eh?
With a view. Stunning.
Through our dirty windscreen.
Yeah, I know. The amount of bugs that we've hit like in the last 5 days.
Crazy. Well, this is the last time we're going to be looking at Uluru for something tells me quite a long time, I think. Okay, well, we've decided to call it at Uluru. We're not going to go and see anything else. We're not going to do any more tours. It just didn't work out for us, which is fine. We had looked and hoped to do a helicopter tour, but unfortunately we couldn't get one today, being a Sunday, so it was probably to be expected anyway.
We're so happy though with like everything that we've seen anyway. Like it was just all it was going to be is like an extra, like a plus, you know, so yeah. We're really happy. Obviously this morning we saw a different side of Uluru at the sunrise viewing, so we're really happy with it. Yeah,
we've had an absolute blast. It's been an amazing experience to see Uluru. It's something truly special, and I'd highly recommend it to anyone who's considering doing it. It's worth every hour of the drive that you have to do to get here. I just spent $155 on 55 litres of fuel, so we tried our absolute best to not have to fill up here in Uluru because we knew the prices were like horrific. And I think it was like $2.83 or 89 cents, something like that, a litre. So it's pretty expensive. We used our jerry can here as well and hope it would see us through, but no, it hasn't. So
the thing is as well, like even if you go like 2 or 3 hours outside of Uluru, like there's still ridiculous prices anyway. So we just decided, you know what, just fill up here and see if we can get to as close to Cooper Beatty as possible without having to fill up again.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's only like 120 down, sorry, 220 down there, I think.
Okay, well that's it from us, guys.
Don't forget to like and comment down below any questions or anything that you have to ask us. We're more than happy to answer any of your questions.
Please check out the channel and hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying this series so far. Alright, with that said, we'll see you in the next one.